mom bought them for me, but
I was like, what would it even be? Like, thin? Like, I don't know what do you, what?
I don't know. I was like, oh yeah, I keep doing this. I'm sure he'll let me know. Yeah, it's like, what do you think it was? Ecstasy? I'm fucking rolling in chemistry.
Yeah, and I spilled it and I didn't try to pick it up at all.
Yeah.
Ecstasy's worth something. Be real.
It was like, I'm not even joking. It was like 100 pills. That were like
then you would probably pick it up if it was.
We're recording?
Okay.
Oh, wait. Okay, can you set the clock? Okay, cool.
Because, if it's 100 pills of ecstasy, you'd have picked it up.
I would have been licking the floor for 100 pills of ecstasy. Yeah, are you kidding? Ooh.
I don't know how much you sell it for as like, I'm realizing I've only ever...
The clock reset. Yeah, thanks, brother.
Oh, what is that? It's not ecstasy, but it's like ecstasy. Molly.
Mm-hmm.
I've only taken Molly, and it's mainly been like a powder mixed into a liquid. And then
and how was that?
Most of the time it was great. One time it was like, I think we might have taken like some other terrible drug.
Yeah.
Because Divya's vomiting water all over the club, and my sister's eyes are twitching, and I definitely think we need to get something to eat so that no one dies. So I don't know what that is, but it was bad. We were at a diner, Kellogg's Diner, and just
it was here in New York.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Because I didn't really do Molly until I came to New York, and then I did it 6 times, and I was like, yep, I've done it, and now I'm on antidepressants, and I'm like, damn it, I want to do Molly.
Wait, and you're not supposed to mix antidepressants with Molly or liquor, really.
Yeah, I don't drink.
But
that's like a health thing. But I am a little bit sad because on Molly, I would just get hyper productive.
Cool.
I fucking loved it, dude. I was like, I would be dancing, and this is like the Bell House like Halloween night thing, and it was like we're all dancing, and then I'd be like, I'm gonna go send some emails, and I would go to the corner, and I'd be on my phone, my iPhone, being like boop 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 boop, and then I'd go back to dancing,
just fucking crushing emails at like, and then people are getting emails at like
2
12
in the morning.
Yeah, 2 in the morning on Halloween. Like she is fucking.
But I'm like, oh my gosh, it was so exciting to meet you. I wanted to talk about this. Here's an action plan for our next steps. Thank you.
They gave you cocaine, is what they gave you for sure. No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
Because that happened several times where it was like, drugs take just a long time to hit for me.
Same.
And so it would be like...
Even
Yeah.
Well, sorry, continue and then I'll ask.
It was very annoying that the first time I did Molly, everyone takes Molly together. We go to a party. I'm at this party like, I don't know, man. I get home like truly 4 hours later, and then I'm like, energy. I'm sending emails. And so that was like 4 in the morning, and I'm just like,
oh no. But does the same thing... Do your antidepressants also take long to kick in?
It probably did, but I've just been on them for so long.
So that now your body's used to it and it's kicked in.
It's just slowly releasing all the time.
Right.
Versus truly when I started, it was like a week of like, well, I guess I just lay on the floor now. I guess that's all I do. But it got better. And I know.
I'm happy. I love that you figured it out. I love that we're all on. I like that everyone here has figured out their pills and does it, because in Miami I feel like it's still very hush-hush, or if they're even on it, or like, do you find that when you go back home too?
Oh yeah, people don't talk about being on it, and I wish that so many members of my family, like, just how much happier they'd be. And like, I've thought about like slipping it into their food, because I'm like, I know you, like, trust, you can be like, happiness is an option for you, and you have just resigned yourself to always feeling this jumble of feelings, and you don't have to. And there's not like an award at the end for you never took a pill. Like, you've just been feeling shitty for like 40 years. Like, what if you didn't?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's exactly how I feel when I take my Adderall. I'm like, I'm so miserly about it. And then when I take it, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't feel overwhelmed. Like I'm drowning.
It's nice to not be drowning.
Friend, thanks for being on Freak Shit. Woo!
Yeah. We're talking about, we opened up with Freak Shit.
We really did, but the question that I ask everyone is, what makes you a little freak, and at what age did you realize that you were a little freak? And you can be as quick or as long as you want it to be.
I think there's several things. Like,
okay,
it was a progressive process. So starting at 5.
Ooh, I love how young you. Which me too, by the way. But I love it. Let's hear it.
My mom recorded my first day of school, and it was because we went to a magnet school, which was different than the local school, but my mom met all the other moms in the neighborhood, and they were all waiting for their bus and our bus to come. Like 10 minutes goes by, and it is me as a 5-year-old. I'm wearing a little like Mickey Mouse watch or something, and I'm like, we've missed the bus. Like just holding my watch up to my forehead, pointing like, maybe you guys aren't seeing the obvious, but we're wasting time and I'm missing school because you guys haven't figured it out. So we've missed the bus. I want to go to school. Let's stop this charade. Yes.
I love it. And so then what happened then?
We had missed the bus and we had to drive to school. And I was like, why are we could have just done this from jump.
Hustle.
Yeah.
I'm sure you look so cute the first day of
Oh,
school.
I wish I still had that tape because I have, like, my glasses are probably the same size as they are right now, only on a 5-year-old's face, just being like, with little braids everywhere, just being like, we are late. Just very upset about it. So that was the start.
I love it. I love it.
High school.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
I mean, there's probably tons of other stuff, but this is one thing that I remember very distinctly. In high school, there was some, like, people were joking around about this, like, psychopath test.
Oh, okay.
And I'll ask you a question, and then I'll tell you, like, okay, so a lady goes to a family member's funeral. She sees her whole family. They're all chatting. She hits it off with this guy who she doesn't recognize, and she has to leave before they can exchange information. The next week, she murders her aunt. Why?
So she can see the guy again?
Yes, that's the correct answer. But a lot of people didn't get that answer. And they were like, yeah, if you guess because she killed him she killed the aunt so she could see that dude again, you're a psychopath. And
so all the future comedians answered correctly.
Yes, but like in my class, it was like me who answered correctly and this one other guy who answered correctly. And then me and that guy dated for 3 years. Because it was
that
like,
was the next.
we're both like, obviously you'd murder so you could see the person. God, clearly.
Oh, that's so nice. You found your freak in high school.
Yes, but also I wanted to kill him all the time.
Why? Because he was an idiot man.
He was an idiot. He was a Republican, a white guy in North Carolina. He said a lot of things that now I have the ability to articulate, like why that's not a good thing to say, or
this
how
is a
that's hurtful.
microaggression.
Yes,
You're fucking privileged.
Constantly.
Yeah. So now he writes
Millionaire
for SNL.
Dad, all this stuff.
Totally.
And also, like, but we both had, I guess, the same sort of vindictive streak because we dated as we both started college at the same time. But we were talking with the people in his dorm, and they were like, yeah, we're all going to do pranks. We're going to do this. So you got to watch out for pranks and this and that and the third. And then both he and I were like, so obviously you're going to come in the soap dispensers, right? And then everyone was like, to the both of us, what the fuck?
Yeah, you guys are nuts.
And it's like, well, you said we're doing pranks, right?
I like that both of you had the same sick fuck idea of like, come in the soap dispensers.
Yeah, because it's like, it's already a creamy white substance. I don't know what the confusion is.
Y'all are wrong for that.
We didn't do it.
No, I know, but
we were just spitballing.
Sure.
We happened to spitball the same idea.
I love it.
And so both of us were like, there is something here. Like, there's a reason we're together.
Do you still keep in touch with him or like
not at all?
Not at all. Got it.
Although like we split up after, so he visited my dorm. This says exactly how old I am. He would visit my dorm because he went to a college about 40 minutes away. He visited my dorm on the night that the OC came on because we'd all sit and watch the OC together.
I really miss that part. Like I think appointment viewing television is coming
nice.
back. It is. It's super nice. Yeah.
To sit with your friends and talk.
Snacks.
Love it. Oh my gosh.
Have to be there on time.
It's
you
like
of all
Halloween
people.
is this week, so I'm like, I want to do Sleepy Hollow. I want to do just a ton of shit for Halloween, but I won't. Okay.
No, it's okay. I love it. Yeah, I also love. I mean, that's something I have on my list.
Yeah.
Is I love how you've created like a lady swap community. You're like the queen. You enjoy all.
I genuinely appreciate you saying that.
Oh, of course. We all think it. We're all so grateful.
I love organizing shit, and I've been doing that since I was a kid. And the people,
another freak, another.
yeah, oh yeah, people in my like middle school and high school know that it was either on Friday or Saturday we were going to the movies, and every week I'm realizing like Patrice or I would pick the movie, and then like 20 children would come to see it. And so Patrice and I were talking earlier, and it was that she decided that we all needed to see Moulin Rouge.
Okay, incredible.
So we all go to the theater to see Moulin Rouge. Halfway through the movie, she decides this is bullshit and I'm furious. So she gets up and walks out. And then all of us are like, I guess we're all leaving. So all of us get up and walk out of Moulin Rouge.
I love that you two are like the tyrant twins. Like, this is what we're doing. This is what we're watching. I don't like it. We're leaving.
Leave it. Yeah, like have your mom pick you up early then.
Call the police. We hate the movie.
She did it for that and Cinderella Man. Those are the two movies she walked out of. That's so sorry. Okay.
No. I love it. I was just thinking, what a badass. I don't know if I've ever walked out of a movie. I'm sure I have, and I just have blocked it out.
I got violently ill at the town because
I still haven't seen it.
I haven't either.
Oh no, wait! I'm thinking of The Departed.
I've seen The Departed many times.
I haven't seen it.
It's fine. I lived in Boston for 6 years, so I like am very oddly tied to this Bostonness of it.
Yeah.
I partied really hard in LA with my college group, and then the next day we were like, we're gonna go see the town because we all went to Boston University. And then I had a breakfast of wasabi peas and Coca-Cola.
The chokehold that wasabi peas had on us for a couple of years was incredible, and that was also my breakfast, except it was wasabi peas and a Diet Coke.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
you did Diet Coke. Maybe I should have, because I halfway through like the opening credits, I start to feel a gurgling in my stomach. And I walk to the aisle and then just projectile vomit down the aisle.
Oh no!
And I'm just like, I walk past it and then vomit a little bit more, and then walk past it and then vomit a little bit more. And then I go to the counter and it's like, I need a refund because I didn't see the movie.
I like how you're like wiping off your puke. Like, actually, if I could just have a refund, please, because I just vomited
all over the movie theater.
I love it.
And the other people, I guess, had to sit there in my vomit while the movie was going on.
Yeah, how did
I'm so sorry. I
realized... To camera, I'm so sorry that I puked in a movie theater 15, 20 years ago, whatever it is.
It was like 15 years ago, but I still felt bad about it. It was at The Grove in Los Angeles. And if you saw the town at The Grove in Los Angeles and a lady vomited and it smelled like wasabi peas, that was me, and I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't even finish. Oh, he came over to watch the OC. I'm sorry.
No. I like how my conversations are always like this. It's always a constellation of thoughts. We have this here for an hour, baby.
Hell yeah.
I paid for this studio. Let's go.
Let's do it. So he came over. We watched the OC. I walked him back to his car, which was outside of my dorm.
Wait, and you're all still dating?
Yes, we're still dating in college. So we dated junior year, senior year, freshman year.
Oh, sweet.
And when I walk him back to his car, we sit in the car, we're chatting for a little bit. Someone knocks on the window, and I'm like, "Don't roll down the window." He rolls down the window. The guy puts a gun to my head and says, "Hand it over." And again, who am I? I'm like, "Hand what over?" Like, you're not being very specific.
These nuts?
Yeah.
My purse?
Yeah.
You're going to come up short.
I was in my pajamas. What do I have?
Yeah. You want me to take off my bra? Here.
Yeah. I don't even think I was wearing a bra.
I was just going to say, you probably weren't wearing a bra.
And then he threw his wallet out the window. The guy grabbed the wallet, ran, but he started crying like a lot.
You've told me this story.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like that, I think, is a natural response. I don't want to make it seem like it's not masculine to cry, but it is immature to cry to the point where I have to call the police, I have to call your mom, I have to handle like all of the elements of this crime scene while you're just like bawling, and it's like, I'm the one who had a gun to my head. Can you just pick it up, okay? Because we have shit to do.
Chop. Try and be a man for 2 seconds.
We broke up pretty soon after that.
Yeah, of course. There's no way you can continue to respect him.
Yeah, and I feel like I hope I don't come off as insensitive. Again, I think that having a emotional reaction to a traumatic event makes a lot of sense. But in this moment, we need to do certain things, and you need to be functional so we can make sure that we're not still in danger, or that like certain things are taken care of.
Yeah, 1,000%. And I was just thinking, it doesn't matter. Like, it's not great that he was your boyfriend, but even if it was you and me, it would also be not cool for me to just like deteriorate into a puddle of tears.
I would, and I'm like, there is a time for deterioration. It's just not right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right now we have to, what is it, fight or flight? We got to fight.
Yeah.
And he froze. Did you know now there's 4 things?
Wait, it was astonishing to me that they added a third, but there's a fourth?
Yeah, it's like fight, flight, freeze. And then there's another one that I can't think about.
But it should begin with an F if it's going to be.
Yes. No,
I
they
was
have
like,
to
I'm
keep.
going to be pissed if it's like stand or some bullshit where you're like,
Kenice and I are grammar nerds. Like, we need the alliteration.
shit,
God
okay?
damn it.
Yeah, like it doesn't make any sense if it doesn't begin with an F, okay?
I don't have my phone with me because I'm
I'll
present.
look it up later, but
I
I'm
know.
genuinely interested. And I'm so happy that they added freeze because, like,
'Cause
there have been
clearly-
moments when
yeah,
I
of
have
course.
frozen.
Yeah.
And people are, in court, people used to, according to Law and Order SVU, act like freezing wasn't a response. Like, that's just not a thing. And I'm like, so many people freeze in that scenario. Yeah.
And they just call it shutting down.
Yeah.
Right.
But now it's official.
It's official.
I guess it happened to a man, so they count it. So
Right, exactly. Yeah. If men ever have a uterus, then, we'll really...
Bro, I'm writing a sketch right now
Oh, really?
where, and I've been writing this forever and I just need to fucking finish it. The sketch is called Transplants, and full genital transplants are made available. And at first it is like trans people are like, okay, yay, I feel like I am more so identifying with the like way that my body feels, the way I'm supposed to feel. But then of course it's immediately ruined by straight men who are getting transplanted larger penises. So they're like kidnapping people with big penises and taking their penises. And they're giving away uteruses for free because no one fucking wants them.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that smoke.
No.
The headache.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's hard. You look great. It's hard for me to concentrate.
Thank you.
This
You're
is
very
what it's
kind.
like being on a date with you.
I don't know. I haven't gone on a date in a while. I'm like, I went on a date in Charlotte over the summer.
Oh, how was that? Good, bad, ugly.
Very fine. We saw Weapons. And I like the movie Weapons.
I also liked it. Josh, I always say his last name wrong. Brolin.
Brolin.
I just know John's kind enough to correct me. I think I keep saying Brolin, and it's
Yeah,
Brolin.
you're adding some sauce on there. I'm like, Brolin. He's fancy. His dad was somebody else, Charles Brolin. I don't remember what his fucking name is, but his dad was famous.
Yeah.
And no, but he's like trying to make a name for himself, so he goes, Brolin.
But he's cute. I think he's cute.
He's cute.
Yeah. And you liked it?
I liked it.
I thought it fucking rocked. I love that
Yeah.
movie. It was great.
I like a woman who's just deranged. Just let a woman be deranged.
Oh, yeah. The grandma or whatever. Yeah, she was cooked. Or
The
the
aunt or
auntie
whatever her name
whatever.
is.
Yeah, she was.
Although I will say, this director, this
Here
is the
we go.
second time.
Here we
Oh,
go. Here we go. What, how do you
This
feel?
director in
Uh-huh.
the previous movie,
Barbarian?
yes,
Right.
there was also like a creepy woman thing, and I was like, "Do you have some issue with older women? Like, because they're all like fucking shit up or like killing people. So like,
Sure.
What's
or
your relationship with older women?
Right. Or maybe he thinks they're the most powerful.
That is a very positive spin on it, and I'm gonna go that direction.
Yeah.
Versus, hey, is this guy okay?
Well, and I think, yeah, totally. It's also, I think, so played out. Like, of course, men are bad and shitty. That
Yeah.
feels like that. Like, if you're writing it, it's like, oh, well, everybody does a bad man.
And there was a bad guy in Barbarian as well. So there's a bad guy and a bad lady. The bad lady was just a little bit more active.
Yeah, we're talking about the creepy looking lady that's like running around the.
Oh yeah,
I haven't watched it in years. I watched it when it came out.
I watched it, loved it. The thing that sticks in my head is she's like trying to imitate like breastfeeding these people, and she has a long stringy blonde hair on her boob,
And no one moved it.
and no one and like. That's intentional, but just something about like string because she's been in this basement forever. She's like a different color. Things are like rotting on her, kind of. But her boobs are really well formed. They're like nice tits, and then there's just like hair, like errant blonde hair on them. And she's trying to get people to like suck a nipple, and it's like I'm like I recognize these people are in a basement and they're trapped and maybe like in fear for their lives, but cannot help but think I would have the impulse to just be like, let me just get that for you. let me just, before I am forced to suckle like a babe, can I just slightly remove this? Because it's a little distracting.
I love it. No, I'd be the same way. OCD
Sorry,
is
I
cool.
distracted you from
I don't
your
give a
line
shit.
of inquiry because
I don't give a.
talk
I'll set
endlessly
things
about
on
everything.
fire.
No, I want to go. This is some freak shit. Let's do the freak shit that you planned.
I will, but I just want to say I do love because I thought the same thing. I know you and I both we're not gay fully, but we do notice tits. I love your joke about how your mom has perky tits.
It's really unfair. I don't believe
You're like inappropriate.
It's like it's also something where it's almost like tit privilege. Where like people are like, oh yeah, well I just do this and this, and it's like no, there's something genetic about the way that your tits are doing whatever the fuck they're doing.
Oh, 1,000%.
Like other people's tits don't do that, but you're just like, oh yeah, it's just because I like worked my arm in this particular. No, it's not.
No. Yeah, before I go say that, I I love that, and I like that you and I were both focused on how perky and well the woman's tits looked in Barbarian, because I thought the same thing. I'm like, if you're underground and they're just swanging for years, they're gonna
Gravity
get
would have
saggy.
some-
Exactly.
But no, they were up and at it, and the nipples were pointing in that like it's like a
Perfect
Roman
hot
statue.
girl.
Yeah, where it's like there's a point in your heart, and then a 90-degree angles from that is how like the statues are formed to have their tits.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just like, are you fucking serious right
I love
now?
it. You're mad about it. You're
Like,
fucking tight as hell watching it.
I have to feel jealous of this lady. Like, what the fuck is
You're like,
this?
she's losing her hair, but has perfect tits. A tale as old as time.
It's unfair. Life isn't fair. That's what they're trying to tell us.
I'm always in a sports bra, just because I like keeping them. You know, I'm not explaining myself. I'm just touching my.
No,
tits.
I get. We've talked about your tits in the past. We've had conversations.
All right, then we're not going to do it anymore.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm
I was
kidding.
not trying to limit the conversation.
no.
I'm simply saying,
You know my whole thing with
you
it.
you have a tit history, and you were like, I will hold this down. But me as a person who's like, just trying to push a hope and a prayer into a tit.
I've always thought they're nice though.
That's
Whatever
'cause of
you're
the
doing.
bra I'm wearing is very much so like there's metal, there's engineering. It's just trying to make it look as though like.
Everything is engineering, though. Makeup is engineering.
That's
Clothes
true.
is engineering.
That's
shoes
true.
are engineering. If we're gonna talk about it like that,
That's true, and I try to use all engineering available to me
Of course.
in order to.
everybody is.
They've been sagging since I was 13 when I barely even had a tit. Like imagine sagging but wearing an A cup and just being like, what the fuck? So just kind of like just pushing them towards titness is what
Okay.
I've been doing.
Well, they look great from
Thank
here,
you.
and
Thank
I
you so
kind of have a
much.
PhD in tits. Yeah, they look great.
You do.
Yeah, I for the listeners, I was tomboy flat in like the 6th and 7th grade, and then they just kind of like grew out of nowhere inappropriately. And then I was wearing like 3 and 4 sports bras. I was the queen of button downs, and it was, and I was rowing at the time, so it was like hard
shit.
for me to like. Well, and yeah, and just playing sports in general. But yeah, I think 13 I was already rowing. I went to Head of the Charles twice.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Coming to
I think so.
Boston.
Woo.
Hope it was nice. I act like it's my city.
No,
but-
I like telling people who
Yeah.
have. Yeah, I tell you because I knew you would understand that it's like kind of cool.
It's a cool thing.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
hit Radcliffe. We hit.
There's a school that's competitive.
Yeah, well, am I saying it wrong? Isn't
No, I
Radcliffe?
believe you. I just don't like outside of knowing that it's a thing that happens.
Mm-hmm.
And ooh, maybe I should go there to meet a rich husband. Jokingly, I
Yeah, you don't
that's
want
not
that
where I would
smoke.
meet a rich husband. But yeah,
Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah, no. It's like one of the last amateur sports. I think it's like that and fencing, which is another thing I'd love to do.
I want to do fencing. I just want to wear the outfit and have like a cool helmet and then wave a. There's
Let's-
a place in Brooklyn. Like, you want to go fencing?
I knew you would know. Okay, I want to do fencing and I want to do pottery. I want to make a coffee
Yeah,
mug for
let's fucking
myself
do it.
and an ashtray.
Let's do it.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I just fucked up
As
in
we
my...
age, what the fuck else do we have to do?
We are marching towards death.
Yes.
Let's do the little craft shit that we want to do.
I'm like, real talk. We are in Germany, 1937. Like, we're about to be maybe 2 countries, maybe a bombed out husk of nothingness. Take a fucking pottery class. What are you saving for? The Weimar Republic? We have nothing. You might as well fucking do it.
We are marching into fascism. Yeah, here we are.
You're going to be... we're gonna be on the long line to a bad end, and you're gonna be like, "Well, I'm glad I saved that $22.50 by not going to pottery class." Fucking, that's not that $22.50 is not gonna be the thing that separates you from housing, like having housing or not.
No.
Trust. None of us are wealthy unless we do some Napoleon, like not Napoleon, pre-Napoleon, French Revolution type shit where we just like start lobbing heads off. Nah, bruh, it's not gonna happen.
Do you think we have the balls to do that though? No, right?
I think some people do.
Yeah, you're right.
And then we have a very active class of let's be moderate about everything. Like this is the conversation me and my mom have all the time because I'm like, I don't know, Ma. Seems like this one assassination did lower health costs for people. And she's like, Kenice, that's terrible. We should never want that. And I'm like, I'm not saying I want assassinations. I'm just saying if that's the thing that's going to make change, I don't think it's responsible to not consider it.
Well, and how many billionaires like are fine with, you know, like Amazon workers getting hurt, and they're like, "Well, we got to crack
that's
a couple."
a risk that we have to take. That's a calculated thing that is necessary for the markets to thrive.
Right.
You've been saying that about kids dying, so you want me to not say it about
the other
people who have been able to live at the top of the pyramid for generations? Like my mom raised me as a good Christian girl, and so my Christian upbringing makes it very difficult for me to say, I don't know, some fuckers gotta die then. Like, I might be a fucker to somebody. I mean, usually the people who want me to die are like racist, sexist people.
Who are like, secretly in love with you.
Oh,
and
God, they want to date
you.
Me so badly.
I know. This is your boyfriend. This is your high school boyfriend all over again. I like how we've gone from tits to fascism.
Hey, it's all connected. Okay, tits, fascism. I wonder. I do genuinely. If I ever became a billionaire, which I wouldn't because it's unethical. I would have an entire research arm operating as Bell Laboratories in the 50s, where it's like, okay, I need a grad student, and what you're going to do is you're going to study tit shape and size and how it correlates to economic
success.
Yeah, no, like individually, but as a society, our preferred tit shape and size. How does it change when we are in periods of wealth and periods of lack, and what are the differences? And tie in some political things so that it seems like a good paper. Write it. Ship it. I would 100% if I had lots of money. There would be a school of people just doing dumb research like that.
But I mean, it is fascinating.
Like, yeah, so we could answer like, okay, your ass is the size that is going to do really well when we're recovering from an economic downturn.
Right.
That's the size ass people need in this time period. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the body shape just before like the burst in 2008.
Ooh.
Do you know what I mean?
Because asses weren't popular until like 2010. So I think it was like right because heroin chic came up in the 90s, and that's when we were all like very, very successful. And then there was a slight downturn in 2002, but then up. So I think pre that it was still like pretty rail thin. Yeah. Where they were calling Jennifer Lopez fat.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Oop.
Oh, it's like an offensive.
What that they were calling Jennifer?
Yeah.
I thought that you were about to sneeze. I'm like, no, let it
hold
rip.
It back. We'll see if it comes out, and I'm so sorry if it does. If it gets on anything,
it's okay.
Sneezes are gross, and my sneezes are over the top.
I sneeze like Goofy. When I'm alone at home, it's like, wow, whoa, it's inappropriate. And like, I mean, John and I have been living together for 4 years, and now I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
but
you're
it's like but if I'm out, like if I'm at the movies watching Weapons with you, I'd be like. Like I've mastered holding it in. But you like made it go away, which was impressive.
It's like looking up at the lights, having the snot go back. It's not healthy. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's like by doing that, that's like why my legs being weird. It's like I held in too many sneezes, and then the muscles are fucked. Yeah, that'll get you, man.
No, I mean it could be.
I'm gonna die early because I've been holding in all these sneezes.
Well, I mean, there's not much to live for as we.
I like being alive.
No, I know. I'm sorry. I always take it there. It is nice to be alive.
I get it.
You're like I see your little gothic
for a reason, boo. I get it. Okay, like. But yeah, right now it's like, hey, if we're about to hit that, like the spiral or the downward spiral, and there's like a certain point where it's really hard to come back. If we're getting towards that, I'm taking pottery, I'm taking fencing, I'm gonna do a collage every day. I'm just gonna do some bullshit.
I do love that you're doing a collage every day.
Thank you.
And you're doing it on the computer. We talked about it. I still like the kineticness of like cutting it out.
I like that.
Yeah.
But also...
But you've scanned in all your cutouts.
Yeah, I cut it out and then I scan it.
You're 2 steps ahead of me. I still have stacks of magazines that I need to go through, cut.
It's because I can't commit to a piece of art.
Oh, I can.
I can't. I'm like, I've cut this thing up, but I only have this one thing. So if I use it for this, then it means I can't use it for that. Am I certain that this idea is good enough to justify never having use of that again? Which is why digital has made it like, oh, I can actually do this because I can use it here and then I still have it. So
and you're doing it on Canva.
I'm doing it in Canva because I won't let myself get Photoshop until I make a certain amount of them.
Oh, what's the amount? Like, 500, 200?
It started at 25, and now that I've done 25, I'm like, let's get to 100. Once you've hit 100, if you're still doing this, if you feel like you've advanced and Canva is no longer serving your purposes, then you can progress to Photoshop. But until that point, you're already paying for Canva so that you can make like show posters and stuff.
Oh,
you don't get to. Yeah, you don't get to pay for Photoshop.
For the next thing.
Yeah.
So you actually make a budget and keep it. Fascinating.
I try.
You're
succeeding.
See. You're also, so this is stuff I have on here. Yes. I like that we're both calendar girls.
I love a fucking calendar.
So because I think we're both the same in that I have like a physical calendar in my kitchen where it's like I gave Chachi his pills on this day or whatever, that kind of thing. But then you also have like, I sent you a Google Calendar for this.
Yes. So I use Google Calendar. I use the wall calendar. So if we've ever done a Zoom or anything, I have my computer here. Right above it is my wall calendar. And at the beginning of every month, I like set it up with the month, the days. I put in shows in one color, friend stuff in another color, like bills, doctor's appointments, that kind of stuff in another color. I have goals on the side. And so, yeah, I do that every month.
I love it. And this is a dry erase.
This is a dry erase thing. And then in my bag is I guess I found a brand of notebook that I like, but every day I start by writing the date. I write the list. Beside each item on the list is a circle, and that circle gets filled in as I complete the task. So, like, if I don't think anyone would ever want to be a biographer of me, but if they wanted to on any day, you know what she was doing. It says this, she tried to get through this and this. I also do 30-minute free write most days, not every day, where it's like you're supposed to do it as a morning pages, but sometimes I do it in the afternoon and the evening. But yeah, like state of mind, shit, remember to do this, break down this task, that kind of stuff. I fucking love it.
And how long? I love that it's in a notebook because mostly my to-do list, wait, before I forget, I also just finished The Artist's Way, and I've
never finished it.
Oh.
I've started it 4 or 5 times, never finished it.
Oh, that's right. We talked about it. I joined a little group to finish it, I'd happily join the group and do it with you again.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll do it.
And I
have the book. I've had the book for 6 years.
I had the book for 10.
Yeah.
And I was the same. I kept starting it and stopping it and getting overwhelmed. And then I joined this group and I like did it. I mean, I barely, it's a lot. It was nice to join the group because I was so like militant with myself. Like, well, if you didn't do the morning pages in the morning, then you're a failure. And like the first thing the gal, her name's Elizabeth Cott, she was like, yeah, no, it's okay. You don't have to do the morning pages in the morning. And I've written at night sometimes and it's so nice. I always call it like, it helps me like, mentally, it helps me like untangle these mental knots that I have. Or if I'm like, if someone's pissed me off and I keep thinking about them, if I just like, like brain dump it out, then I'm like, oh yeah, they're an idiot.
That helps you not ruminate at night. It probably helps your sleep. I think it helps a lot emotionally.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, there's nothing better than calling someone and being like, this person's an idiot, right? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay, great.
As I thought, as I suspected.
Yeah. Just as I thought.
Sucks.
Yeah. That's. Oh wait. Okay. No. Sorry. I thought I had lost it.
You're good.
I also do the color coordinating thing, which I love, and I also So I guess I have 4. I have a dry erase on my fridge that I change every month, and there I outline like if we're going on trips or like if somebody's staying at the house, and that gets its own color, and then there's a physical calendar, like monthly, where it's like Chachi's pills and whatever else. And then I have my own little, like, Moleskine. Yeah, what was the brand of journal that you like?
I had been ordering them on Amazon, but now I'm like, I don't want to use Amazon for stuff. But I did order, like, I order them in like packs of 20. So it's like they're very consistent and it's like a rainbow color. And I tend to go like gradient wise. What's the next one? So it goes like orange to yellow to green to blue to purple to pink to this to black. And then, so yeah. And I just have in my house a stack of like probably 15 already full ones. So that, yeah, if I die and anyone was interested, they could be like, oh, she was doing exactly this on this day and was really nervous about it, or like really neurotic about this thing, or pissed off about this thing. Yeah.
I love it. I think I want to copy you. Because I keep, I'm still trying to, I haven't found my favorite planner yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think it's a Moleskine one, and it's kind of like the thicker guy.
Yeah.
And I like it because I'm not as religious about it as you, where it's like every day and whatever. But I do like that if I have a new login, I keep it in there.
Yeah.
I do also like every month I'll like write out like all my credit, like my bill payments, like on like every day on the 6th, even if whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's okay.
That's great. So you have a record of it. So when shit truly goes crazy here and like, do we have computers anymore? You're like, I've paid all these things. I have this.
Oh,
this
wow.
is my stuff. Like, because the fact that we have just exported all of our banking and communication functions to this thing, if it goes down, then what we gonna do?
Yeah. Oh, you think a hacker can just wipe out college debt?
The fact that they could and they haven't is like, what are you being an anonymous for then?
Yeah, don't you have sex?
Yeah. Like, you could have pulled, I mean, this movie has its problems, obviously. You guys could have pulled a Fight Club at any second, and you guys chose not to. Why not?
Yeah. I remember watching Fight Club in college because this professor was, he would review movies with through a psychological lens. So
Love it.
So it was like Fight Club. We watched Identity. I'm trying to think of other ones. This was 20 years ago in Florida.
I think that's such a good way of getting people invested in it, to show them an example where there's a compelling narrative, and then also be like, okay, this is what is accurate about this. This is what isn't accurate about this. You're going to remember the details of that so much more. Like, I remember the details because I had to do a thing in psychology class about Maslow and like writing about his life and like depictions of like hierarchy of needs, whatever. It's just like that, creating a narrative around it and allowing students to access that means they're actually going to remember this shit.
No, yeah, totally.
I read it in a book 25 fucking years ago. Yeah.
I forget old jokes that I've written.
I can't, if you asked me to do my act from the first 4 years of my comedy career,
no way.
I don't know. I said some stuff. Some people liked it. I guess I kept going. I don't know.
You started in Boston, right?
I did.
Okay, so that's how you know Hasmin and Sam and all those guys. Got it. Okay, cool.
Started in Boston. I went to grad school in Boston. End of grad school was in L.A., where I threw up at the movie theater. Then
Love it, in the Grove.
I was not successful in L.A., crazy. So I moved back to Boston, started stand-up, and then I've been doing it ever since.
And you did stand up in Boston for 6 years and then moved here,
or 4 years. So I lived
cool.
I lived in Boston for 6 years because it was 2 years in grad school. Lived in LA for 2.5 years, then moved back for 4 years, and then moved to New York.
Okay, so you started comedy. You're like when you were the last 4 years in Boston before moving to.
Yes,
Boston's a good town for it.
I think it's a great town for it because there's lots of opportunities for performing and practicing. The audiences tend to be pretty smart, and I will admit my biases. When I say I did comedy in Boston, I lived in Cambridge, in Somerville, in Medford. So that's MIT, Harvard, Tufts. Just like those were the people who I was around all the time. I dated more people who had PhDs than not because it was the community I was a part of. And when you perform in front of those people, it is like, don't just rely on, and I'm going to besmirch the good name of Los Angeles. In Los Angeles, a lot of it seems to be like, I'm cute and I'm doing a funny thing or I'm making a funny voice or whatever. And they're like, get that shit the fuck out of here. Talk faster, be smarter, reference things that are like be smart about this. And I do miss that. Because sometimes I'm here and I'm like, what the fuck are we even talking about?
Yeah, it's wild.
I say that as I mostly do cum jokes. So, but they're cum jokes, and it talks about the political state of America. So, you know what? Fuck you. No, I'm kidding. Sorry, I don't know who's this straw man I'm talking to. So.
No, it's okay. It is nice to have a smart crowd. I never want to shit on Miami, but yeah, I feel like Miami and LA are similar in that ways. And I think that's why I kind of gravitated towards like little coffee shops and like as opposed to like, the bigger clubs, because they were just like, well, why aren't your tits out? Why aren't you cocaine? And I'm like, yeah, I'm so sorry.
Sorry that I'm not actively doing cocaine right now. I don't know. I believed them in Dare. What do you want me to say? Also, for the entirety of my life, I've been told, like, you don't have cocaine money. like, you could get addicted to cocaine, but like, who's gonna subsidize that habit for you? You're not the person that they're just giving cocaine to. Okay, so like,
who's telling you this, or you're telling yourself this?
Both.
Okay.
Like, my friends have said, Kenice, we never want to see you on cocaine.
Why?
Because if just based on Molly, you'd sent a flurry of emails on cocaine, you have business ideas for no reason at all. If you do cocaine, you're gonna like start a business.
So should I give you an Adderall and just see, like, let you cook?
That could be a podcast. Like, I would absolutely do it, and I'd try it, and I'd give myself the next day as a recovery day.
Yeah. Very smart. Wait, you've never done it?
I've never done Adderall.
Oh, my perfect angel.
Yeah, I'll do Adderall.
Oh, I'll give you one.
I think you would be annoyed out of your brain with like, okay, I've made 15 to-do lists, and they vary in this, and it's color-coded by this, and this is here. There's a system to it.
I don't think I'd be annoyed. I'd think I'd feel like shit where I'm like, well, I'm just a failure loser.
Nah, bro.
And I haven't.
It's an episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which I've never watched this episode, but I've seen the meme of Charlie Day with like,
where he's like all cracked
it's
out,
all
like,
connected.
Hey man,
yeah, it'd be that where I'm like,
I figured it out.
Yeah, I solved JFK's assassination just on a whim, and it's deeper than you thought, man. Like, what? No, stop.
I just watched John Candy's documentary, which is so nice.
It's nice. I've not watched it.
I really like him, and I think he's great. But he's in Oliver Stone's JFK. Do you remember this?
I remember that JFK Oliver Stone existed, but I did not know that John Candy was in it.
So John Candy has a very small part in it, and he plays this like. He's like an intimidating Southern gentleman, and he's like really gotten like the Southern drawl down, and you're like, and he's kind of like like this creepy, like sinister thing. I know, it's like, oh fuck, like he really, like, it just showed his range of, like, because he's always such like a nice goofy guy. But yeah, he's great in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how I see John Goodman.
Oh,
like,
sure.
At first I was like, yeah, he's like Roseanne, whatever. But then like,
what was that scary movie that he was in? Wasn't it with Denzel Washington too? And like if they hit each other, like,
yes, that's Fallen, I think.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, great.
So he's in Fallen. He's scary in that. He's in. Maybe it's 10 Cloverfield Lane with Mary Elizabeth Winstead, but it's after the movie Cloverfield. She escapes and maybe something happens, but then this man is like holding her hostage in this way, and he's the dude who's holding her hostage, and he's scary in that. He's scary in Oh Brother or Art Thou.
I didn't want to cut you off, but yeah, John. I'm truly fascinated that you and John are similar in this way, where you guys have such a good retention for movies.
For some other things, no.
But it's cool as how you're also. I also tell everyone, I'm like, my friend Kenice was on Blank Check. I tell everyone.
I love that show, and I'm a big old dork, and I feel like you're an adult, and there's truly like fascism on the horizon, but I'm like, this podcast I like is
yeah, we got to get our kicks where we can,
exactly.
Man.
And one of mine is listening every week to Blank Check, and I invited them to my birthday party.
Oh, cool. Are they going to go? Probably.
One said yes so far.
Oh, that's so. I'm sad. I'm going to not
I'm
be
sad
here.
You won't be there because it'll be stupid, and my twin sister will be there, and so you'll get to chat with her and be like, yep, all this is making sense now.
It is cool. I have my cousin who's like my little sister, Sophie. Whenever the two of us are together, people are like, oh my God, there's two of them. Do you guys also have that as well? Doesn't it feel powerful?
It does. Where they're like, oh, your cadence, your way of speaking, like the type of joke that you'd make. It's all, we're seeing it. It's all more contextualized now.
And you guys crank each other up?
Oh, yeah. My mom can't stand it. She's like, you guys are doing that thing again, which is when we get together, we both increase our speed in talking and are using references that are based on 40 years of connectivity.
Yeah.
And so she's like, I can't. Like, I'm just walking away from you guys in the grocery store because I
love
can't.
It.
Yeah.
She's like, get a ride home. No, she wouldn't. Okay, I want to ask you. I'm like mindful of the time,
Of course,
which is
of course.
well, you know, I could do this forever.
But yeah, you pay for this time. I don't want to waste your time.
No, it's not wasting. No, I'm more just trying to rise above my Cuban genetics and stay within the time.
Okay.
Because I want to ask you these questions.
I want to answer them.
Do you know what I'm going to ask you?
No.
Oh, okay, great.
This is a fun surprise.
I love it. So these are the questions from Inside the Actor Studio that James Lipton would ask his guests. And I always liked them. And I was like, if I ever start a podcast again, I want to do it. So we're doing it.
We're doing it.
Okay. Also, again, you can answer these as quick or as you can go quick or long. It's whatever you want.
I think you can tell I get very long-winded. So
I
I'm
love
try
it.
to...
No, that's why I'm like, okay, like I'm giving you enough time to be long-winded.
Thank you.
Okay, great. What is your favorite word?
My mom would say shit because I say, or no, my mom would say fuck because my mom says the word shit and I make fun of her because she's like, I don't cuss. And I was like, you say shit all the time. And she says, because she's ridden with me while driving, I say fuck all the time while driving. So she's like, well, it must be your favorite word since you say it all the time. So my mom would say fuck. I'm like, I like words. I just like the way soliloquy sounds and like is formed in the mouth. I like that.
Yeah.
Also, I say flibberty gibbet in conversation, and people are like, no, we don't like that. People just aren't a fan of me just throwing that in. Or just old Southern things like yonder, whatchamacallit, like all this stuff.
Yeah. I hear you.
It's like, whatchamacallit is something that my mom says, and she doesn't even recognize that she's not saying a word.
I love it.
So she's like, well, whatchamacallit? And I'm like, you are saying whatchamacallit, which could mean what do you call it being anything, or just, oh, her name, you know her.
Yeah.
It's like, it's very funny to me, these little things that are so regular to me that I don't think about it as much. But that is not a word and that is not a thing people say.
But it is whatchamacallit.
Whatchamacallit.
And in Spanish we say fulana. Anyway,
fulana?
Fulana, like when you're, instead of saying what's her name, you say, oh yeah, fulana. Or fulano. Yeah, it's just like a stupid little thing. Okay, so what is your least favorite word? The breathing is great.
Thank you. It's great audio. I was really trying to add to the audio experience so that listeners could feel like they're here in the room with us. I'm like, given that I'm applying to a lot of jobs right now, I scan messages really quickly. The second I see, unfortunately, I close it.
Oh, sure. That's a great one.
Yeah.
Great.
Unfortunately always means we didn't accept you. You weren't hired.
Yeah.
We chose someone else.
Yeah. What turns you on creatively, spiritually, or emotionally?
Whew. The bigger picture. And I know that's a dick thing to say.
No,
but like,
I don't think so.
This is so specific, and it's me going on a long-winded tangent again. I'm sorry.
No.
In 2006, 2007, I went to New Orleans as part of I was an undergrad, but it was a bunch of grad students going to the American Psychological Association. I had written a presentation. I got to do my presentation. Instead of flying from Durham to New Orleans, the psychology professor insisted that we all sit for a 10-hour car ride, like in this big passenger van. And I remember we had the ability to watch a movie, and I watched V for Vendetta. And it was like, I love this movie, but also, what are you actively doing to participate in the system that is hurting people or work against that system that is hurting people? I have not left society to work in a one battle after another style guerrilla like disruption machine. But I do think about like that stuff turns me out. Like when it's like, hey, we are stepping outside of this system and we are doing something to enact positive change. I like seeing movies about that. I like hearing about that. That like makes my brain like, what are the other ways that you can exist that you haven't even begun to think of because you exist in this system? And I love thinking about that.
Great.
Sorry if that's cheesy and someone's like, well, bitch,
No.
you haven't done anything, so you're full of shit.
No, I think
that's just me being mean to my whatever.
No, yeah, don't be mean to yourself. Not in front of me, at least.
Okay,
no,
well, I'll try.
I was just gonna say, I think even talking about it, because at least I can think of like people back home. Like a lot of times when I share things on my Instagram, it's because I know that they're not even getting this information.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like they're like, oh, but what about the Kardashian thing? I'm like, we are not even talking about that.
There's a whole other thing.
There's bigger fish to fry,
Yes.
and here it is. Okay, I'm gonna keep this on you though. What turns you off? And it can be it doesn't have to. It can be whatever.
No, I'm trying to more concretely articulate it. What turns me off is a quick shutting down of those types of thoughts. So if
Big
it's
time.
like, and I've talked with the person who said this to me about this after the fact, but I was like, she was like, let's go get a coffee because we were both at an event. It was going long. We had to be there for another like 2 hours. And I was like, okay, cool. But can we not go to like a Starbucks? Because I was like active, and I still am actively not going to Starbucks based on their supporting of the Israeli military. And their labor practices. There's a lot of reasons why I don't want to go to Starbucks. But I was like, oh, yeah. And she was just like, boycotts don't work anyway. And she was just like very dismissive of the act of boycotting or the intent to boycott or anything like that. And just like people just shutting down the we could change things thing by like, but we're just not going to like, that's just, it's dumb to want to change things.
Yeah.
That quickly was like.
Yeah. We're not hanging out with her anymore.
I mean, she's fine. Yeah, she's fine. But I that was something that I just remembered. Like, some people don't even want to entertain like the emotions towards a different future.
Well, because they benefit from because they're in a fine place.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know. There is a piece of sand in my shoe, and I'd like to think about ways of not having there be a piece of sand in my shoe. That piece of sand is racism, sexism, economic disparity, all that. But I don't want to just say, hey, we exist. There's going to be a piece of sand in your shoe. Get over it. I'm never going to get rid of the things that are that piece of sand in my shoe. But I like thinking about ways that I can do it, ways that I can adjust where it is so it's not hitting at the worst part of my foot. Like, let's think. It is never going to leave if we don't address that there's a piece of sand there and start to think about ways of getting rid of it.
Yeah.
So when someone just says, just get over that piece of sand, like, well, then, okay, so we just want it to be shitty forever?
Yeah. And if other people have sand in their shoe, why wouldn't you want to help them out too? Yeah.
Let's make our shoes more comfortable, people. No, sorry, that's like
no
mixing metaphors.
No,
but
I'm taking it in. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite curse word? I know you kind of already answered
It's fuck,
this.
baby. Okay. It's fuck.
I love it.
Because it's so versatile. Because there's the fuck, that's good, or fuck, like, oh, this is bad, or fuck you, motherfucker, I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking kill your family.
I love it.
And the percussiveness of it is just very much so like, you don't know me, but I'm gonna rock your fucking socks until you can't breathe anymore, bitch. I fucking hate you. I love it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what sound or noise do you love?
Sound or noise, that's tough. I don't mind the sound of cars going by because it means that there are people around. Like growing up in the suburbs and being like, it's just this eerie silence or like bug sounds. That is more likely for me to think someone is going to come and murder me.
Sure, yeah.
Because no one will know and no one is around. Versus like the steady roll of cars that is what I hear in my apartment all the time. It's like, someone's going to notice if I'm dead, you know? Like, that's nice.
Okay, so you kind of answered the second one, which is what sound or noise do you hate?
Oh, just the eerie wood sounds that is like, oh, so I'm definitely going to get murdered now. And it's like probably the movies I've watched, but yeah, just like empty blankness or a lot of country music makes me real like, am I safe here?
Yeah. I have a joke about that. Whenever I hear I'm like, we got to get out of here.
Dueling banjos, like that, what precedes like rape in Appalachia or whatever. And that's in Deliverance, but like, Yeah, I feel that way. I'm sorry. All of this a southern twang in a certain way, that nope, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
It's a call to action.
Yeah, it says, all right, well, you guys want a piece of land your own? I'm going to leave you to it. I don't want to be fucking involved. So, yeah.
What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
A PhD, because I was going to, in undergrad, I was history psychology, and my psychology professor worked with a guy at Howard University, and the plan, and I think the way he put it, I had a full ride lined up so that I could go get a PhD in psychology. And I also, like, was interested in film. I was, like, the photo editor for the school paper, and I started writing film production programs for masters.
What is a film production program?
So that's classes on like using cameras, lighting, production design, screenwriting.
Okay.
And it's multiple levels of each of those things. So I started writing different schools. Like, hey, what would it mean? Like, especially for someone who doesn't.
I'm such a moron. You were writing like to apply to the school.
Yes.
I thought you were creating curriculums. I'm like,
no,
whoa,
no,
how
no, no, no,
cool.
no, 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 no. I'm
No,
not
but
that
I,
cool.
for me, I was like, yeah, I'm sure.
No. But
I was like, she's on blank check. She could write it.
But I started writing different programs, and Boston University was like, actually, we'll give you a full ride. And so I was like, okay, do I want to be a PhD psychologist or a filmmaker? And I'm not a filmmaker, but I'm a content maker. And I like studying movies, and it's a thing that sticks in my brain. But if I wasn't doing something in entertainment comedy space, it would absolutely be kind of like how I mentioned if I had hundreds of millions of dollars, I would have a think tank set up, and I would look at the correlation of really dumb shit, namely the thing that I've talked to about the most and with the most number of people. How do people develop their ideas of gender, sexuality, and race, and how that ties in with pop culture, and how does one influence the other? So like, okay, looking.
I don't think that's dumb at all. I think that's super cool.
It's like a ton of like little studies that probably tie into one larger study that someone would get a PhD in. But like, okay, when they referenced anal sex on Sex and the City, let's look at a survey of people over time. Did that correspond with a jump in it? And we're not saying that's the cause of a jump in this, but this clearly relates to a moment when that went from not being a practice to being a much more common practice. That kind of stuff. I'd love to just research that.
Yeah, no, it's fascinating.
Yeah.
Like the cultural impact on sex, gender.
Yes.
And what was the third thing? And
race.
And race, of course.
Sex,
right.
gender, race, and probably now that I live in Brooklyn and think about this a lot more, economic disparities and like class stuff. But like the idea of quiet luxury now, how much of that plays into Succession and the show Succession, but also how much of that plays into like all the things that they described that as were middle class things where middle class is aspiring to be
1,000%
better. So like, we don't wear labels, we don't wear this, we wear this type of thing versus this. I'm like, that feels very in line with the more religious conservative way that I was brought up, and where we're trying like as Black middle class, middle upper class, desperately trying to set ourselves apart as the talented 10th better than. And that's what quiet luxury seems. Okay, what are these rules, and when did they become popular, and who did they become popular? Like, I want to know. Like,
Yeah.
one of my research students, that would be what you're researching this week, is when was the first time this set of rules was in place? When did you first hear this? When was this popularized?
Right.
Let's go into it.
I'm getting nervous for them.
My graduate student that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
That it would truly be like a bank of students, and it would be like every week, like, we're having a meeting. All right, you guys are looking into this. Bring in this person for this thing. We're gonna churn out an article every week. This will be the article this week. Oh my gosh, I guess I want to run a media company.
I was gonna say, or like, it also, I feel like advertisers might pay for it too.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I studied. But I just imagine you giving all of your students like an Adderall and a Celsius or a Red Bull and being like,
have that.
Go with God.
Let's see what kind of crazy tangents, what other questions are on the board. Let's see. Let's make this into something. Yes, that's what I would do if I had.
I'd love to be one of your students.
Oh my gosh. You would be. If you wanted to be, you would be. If I
Yeah.
had.
I'd be your
Being a
TA.
billionaire is unethical, but if I had, for some reason,
But you could be a multimillionaire.
A multimillionaire.
Yeah, you could get it done with $1 million. Like,
I would buy the school that's for sale next to my apartment, and I would fill it with different research. The basement would be production studios. Let's go.
John and I will, smoke a little doobie, and we watch home renovation shows. And one of the shows is like, I live in an old school, or like, I live in an old whatever.
Yeah.
And it's pretty great. Okay, what profession would you not like to do?
Anyone that involved like I'm not a good liar. It's really annoying. Like if I need to, I'll say an untruth, but it is. While I can remember the plot of movies that I haven't seen for 20 years, it is very hard for me to keep up with the lie. With a lie. Yeah. Who did I say the truth to? Where is this? So anything that required me to not be probably painfully honest at this point, where I'm just like, if I'm thinking it, I'm fucking saying it. I'm so sorry. Sometimes I'll like be quiet, but like to say an untruth is like genuinely difficult for me. So something where I had to not be honest would probably be really hard, because I'd just be like, and then I always do the thing, like I took an edible before a show once, and
I can't do that. I have a joke. I'm not cool enough to smoke before a show. Or smoke and do anything, really.
I can't smoke and do it because then smoking hits me. But edibles usually take like 2 to 3 hours. But I took one that was more fast acting, and it hit me while I was on stage. And I was like, guys, I can't lie to you. I'm high right now. It just happened. I'm sorry. I respect your time. You guys paid money to come to the show. And man, I just got high like at this moment. Let's talk about it.
They probably loved it.
They were just like, what? Because I was like in the middle of a joke and I was like, oh, I'm hot.
Well, you also always look so nice and presentable, and like you're a nice, respectable lady. So like, this lady's high as shit right now.
I didn't mean to.
Our professor is high.
I was like, I'm so sorry, guys.
I like you're like spiraling.
I wanted to do a good job for the people who booked me. I swear, I'm a professional. Usually.
Everybody likes you. You're fine.
But I was just like,
yeah,
I can't lie to these people. I gotta tell them the truth.
That I have a similar story, but I'll focus on my questions.
Okay.
Or here, I'll tell you.
Thank you.
My boss, who's still my boss right now, had friends visiting from out of town, and he's like, "Hey, I have friends visiting. Is it okay if we come to your show?" And he's cool, like, And I was like, "Yeah, for sure." And just before I went on stage, the back seam of my pants ripped. And Danielle, shout out to Danielle. I don't know if she's still working. She was a bartender at New York Comedy Club at the time. We were at the East 4th Street location. And I was like, fuck, dude. I'm like, my pants just ripped. My boss is there with 6 friends. Like, I'm freaking out. And she was so kind. She, like, took off her hoodie, gave it to me. I wrapped it around my waist. And then I just walked on stage. And I was like, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. I walked on stage. And I was like, I just ripped my pants. My boss is here. I'm like, if you guys don't laugh, I'm going to get fired. And then I just, then it was lovely. Yeah. But I couldn't not tell them.
This is what's going on.
Yeah. I was like, you have to. I know I look like a 6th grader with like a huge hoodie wrapped around my waist right now.
I'd rather honestly you think that I split my pants than I started my period and just like, this is like, there's blood everywhere. Like, this is a little better. Come on.
Totally. Yeah. It's like if I make a wrong move, there's like a breeze on my butt. Okay, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Well, that was a good, like, run. Well, like, I guess what I want God.
I love it.
If there's a God and it's one singular entity instead of like the connectedness that we all feel is society, whatever. If there is one particular person and they're saying something in this thing, I'd honestly like it to be like, yeah, so we put everybody through like this simulation run. And so you had a pretty good run of the simulation runs. Yours was pretty good, and based on your aptitudes and stuff, we're gonna put you in this next thing. And it's got some good things. You have some chances to fix some things about yourself, so to learn some lessons, this kind of stuff. But you didn't do too horribly. You did a pretty good job. Yeah.
I love it.
With the same materials, other people did worse.
Sure.
Because that would be important. I did a pretty good job, because like compared to who, So like I'd want to be like, hey, you did a pretty good job. Like given the materials you had, you made a pretty good project.
I love
and
it.
Now it's time for the next phase in this project thing. But and you know what? you don't have to feel bad. Like, it's fucked up that genocide happened, but those people are okay. Like, something
this is
nice.
still the God entity talking to you. Okay,
like,
okay.
Hey, as far as systems go, that we agree, bad. And those people are getting stuff now. So, like, if heaven exists, I would like the people who are subject to much worse circumstances, who got much worse piles of things with which to build a life, they get some stuff too. Because it really stinks to get there and be like, yeah, it's still an inequitable system. And, yeah, fucking sucks for them, doesn't it? Those losers, pain, hunger, suffering, that's just going to kind of be their lot forever. But you, because you're special, get something else? Like, no, like, hey, we all did that trial run, and we're going to keep doing some trial runs until you become self-actualized, realized, better, nice, all that stuff.
I like that your God believes in reincarnations with to-do lists and metrics.
Oh yeah. Like The Good Place, where they're like, okay, you scored kind of wonky on this. So we're gonna it's like we're gonna put you back in, sort of. There's gonna be some elements that are carried over, but you gotta try some stuff out, and then you're gonna come back. We're gonna constantly work on this. This is a relationship where over lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes, you as a person will come to understand the connectedness between people, how in some ways, you were real tied to physical bodies. Like you're like super into being a woman or not being a woman. And it's like, that doesn't even matter. And you were like, you guys loved having money, but you guys got to stop that. Your brains are fucked. So we're putting you back in. We're shifting some things so that you come back less fucked. Good luck.
Perfect. That's the show. Thank you so much.
Sorry, I went on so long about that.
No, it's okay. I love it.
Okay.
I love it. Thanks so much for being on.
Thank you so much for letting me espouse what I think heaven would be like, which would be like, yeah, let's do some worksheets. Let's do that.
Heaven is grad school. Heaven is
kind of. You can just study stuff and like practice stuff and go look at art and stuff and pick up a hobby. Go hiking.
I love it.
We have all the mountains.
I hope I get to go to your heaven with you.
Bro, I'd love that. I hope everyone, like, some days I wake up and I think, is this heaven? Because I get to like pick what I'm doing and wear clothes that I like and hang out with nice people. And I'm like, this is pretty sweet. And I wish for other people to have that as well.
That's why it's so hard for me to pick stuff to do on my birthday, because I'm like, sometimes it's kind of always my birthday.
Yeah.
I'm like, I live in New York.
It's always my birthday, baby. Yeah, like,
woo!
Yeah.
I love it. Kenice, thanks so much for being my guest on my show.
Thank you so much for having me on your show. And I'm excited to listen when both this episode, but all the episodes come out, because I want to support my friend. And you're very entertaining, so it'll be fun to listen to.
Oh, beat it, nerd. Okay, I don't know what to say. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
Sorry, I suck at this.
No, you don't. Shut up. Take it back.
I take it back.
Thank you.
Please, where can people find you? Where would you have anything to promote? This will come out in December.
December? Okay, so
sorry, I got too excited.
That's fine. Please.
Yeah.
I would love it if you followed me on social media.
Yes.
That does help me. Unfortunately, people do look at that as a metric of your value.
Big time,
and if they're going to book you or hire you for things, they're like, well, does she have a following? Well, then fuck her, is what they say. So following me actually does help. Also, it allows you to check out like the silly collages that I do or the silly sketches that I make.
The silly collages and silly sketches are incredible. They're not silly.
Thank you very much.
They're beautiful. Truly.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
But check it out. See, send some things that you were working on. I'm interested. I'm game. Like if you're a psychopath, I'm not going to become your best friend, but like, let's talk, connect with me. In January, I will be in the dozen for SF Sketchfest. So check me out if you're in San Francisco. Hopefully I'll have material. I'm a comedian. I have material, but I'd like to have newer material for that. So I'm developing a lot of material now so I can do 30 as part of SF Sketchfest.
Oh, exciting. At Kenice Mobley.
Yes, at Kenice Mobley on all the platforms. Thankfully, my mom gave me a name that nobody else had, so I have got good SEO. But also that means like if I do anything wrong, it immediately comes up.
It's you. You've done nothing wrong.
Some people on the internet disagree with you, so.
Whatever. Fuck them. You were on blank check. Nothing else matters.
Yeah.
All right, now we can say goodbye. Thanks so much, Kenice.
Thank you so much for having me.
Bye.